What's going on, guys? Sam from Tuned Auto, and today we're going to be changing out the vertical acceleration sensor in my front driver's side strut. The other day when I was driving, I got a chassis stabilization error, and first thing I did was scan the car, and that's what it came up as. Please do not, if you get a chassis stabilization error, do not go on Facebook, start asking everybody what the issue is, because again, nobody is going to know unless you scan the car. Scan the car makes things way easier and tells you exactly what the issue is. So in my case, I bought the sensor as well as the cable, and it did indicate that it was on the left side, but in this case the vertical acceleration sensor works on both the left and right side. So what I did was obviously remove the wheel, jack the car up in the opposite order, and what I'm going to do is the sensor is attached to the side of the strut, so I'm going to turn the wheel a little bit so I can get a better view of it. I'll move the camera so we can see, but what I'm going to do is just swap this out and replace the cable as well. Alright, so here is the vertical acceleration sensor. First thing we're going to do, let's see if I can get the light in a good spot. This is it right here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the plug, because the bolt holding this on is kind of in the way when the plug is on it. So without that, we can access that bolt, and then we can remove the sensor itself. So to remove the sensor itself, we're going to need a E10 eTorx bit, and I should be able to slide in there. Now with the sensor removed, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cable that plugged into it, and I'm going to start snaking it down. Sorry. And I'm going to start pulling this out. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but as you can see, it feeds in over here behind this plastic panel. So I'll start removing this so that I can get inside of there and remove the other side. So I have the cable here, and in order to access where it plugs in over on this side, you do have to remove the inner fender well, and for me it wasn't too difficult. Once you get it, it's fairly easy to access. Hopefully putting it in isn't too difficult. It is very snug. What I was trying to do was see if I could just remove some of the fasteners on the right side and pull it back to access the plug, but as you can see, it's pretty far in there, and it's super stiff along the brake line right here, so I wasn't able to pull the cover back and out. It seems fairly rigid. So now that we have it out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the rest of the cable, undo these little clips here, swap this out, put the new sensor in, and then try and get this fender well cover back and installed. So now I've inserted the new cable. I have it snapped into the new connector over here, and I've run it along up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the cable here for now. I'm going to install the new sensor. What I have to do is I'm going to take, let's see if I can focus on this. I'm going to take the existing E10 out of here. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. It seems just fairly corroded, so get that cleaned up and then start installing the new sensor. And tightness on this should just be snug. You're not trying to break it. And then we'll take our cable. Comes in from the front side of the vehicle. And then we can take our connector and plug it into our new sensor. And it's as easy as that. All you need is your E10 and your 8mm, and you can do this entire project. Obviously you need to have basic tools. You need to be able to take the wheel off as well as jack up the car as well. But two basic tools, we can swap out that sensor. Hardest part is removing the fender liner, which I have to put back in, and I'm not looking forward to, but again, for a DIYer, super easy project. And if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. As always, guys, I'm Sam from Tuned Auto, and thanks for watching.